Hey Rifters, John here. Today we're going to be checking out Time Rifters, which is a freaking epic first-person shooter game. It's a co-op single-player game. For those of you that don't know what that is, I will be explaining it once I get into the game. This was originally a VR Jam entry and they made it to the finalist, which is really cool because this game really deserved it. They have put a lot of work into this game and they're actually trying to get it green-lighted on Steam. So I will leave a link below for you guys to go ahead and give them a thumbs up so they can get it on Steam. It's always great to see developers keep working on a game that they made. I've seen a lot of VR games that were really great and had a lot of potential, but never really got worked on after they released it. So it's really cool to see this getting on Steam. Hopefully it gets green-lighted. But anyway guys, let's go ahead and check out the game. Alright guys, here we go with Time Rifters. Right off the bat, this is the menu area that you start up in. It looks really good, and I really like how they did the selection for options and to play games here. When the music starts, it shows you the music name, which dubstep that the developers actually created themselves. I really like the little visualizations here. You can actually walk up to it. That's really cool. It's a really nice touch for the menu here. As you turn around, you can see they got the Steam green light, which I was talking about a second ago. They are trying to get on Steam. So again, please go give them a thumbs up so they can get on Steam and get the ball rolling on this game. Here's their studio name and the two developers. And then you have the controls here. So those of you that haven't actually played the VR Jam demo will know what to do. They did add super jump, which is really cool. You can jump pretty damn high, as you can see, and normal jump. Currently this area is pretty flat. It would be really neat if this 360 controller was like poking out of the wall so it looked 3D. The menu items here shows what each button is actually in 3D, which is cool. As you can see, you can kind of walk through them. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the options real quick. Also, the water looks really badass in the Rift. It's really high detailed. And you do have a body, which is really cool. See your legs here as you run around and your hands. To access the options menu here, all you can do is walk straight up to it, which is really cool and really innovative. You can change your resolution, change if you can use it on a monitor, and the quality. The sound, you can reset your progression, which I'll show why you would want to do that in a minute, and also the control scheme. Now this game will work on the monitor, which is really great for you guys that don't have a Rift yet. All you have to do is go here and select no, and it'll put it on monitor view. I'm not going to do that because it looks really fucked up in the Rift. Now most games, whenever you play on the monitor that were made for Rift, they just aren't as good. This game, since it is an actual game where there's objectives and strategy involved, it's still really cool on the monitor version. So you guys, only thing you'll be missing is the 3D effect, which is amazing, but it's still very playable and still really cool on the monitor. Anyway, let's go over here to the play area. Now currently there is 6 different arenas, a bonus arena and a boss level, which the boss is really fun. All the levels are actually really fun. These episodes, when I first played it, I thought they were in the game, but they're not currently. I didn't realize the little under construction guy. But these levels are actually really fun. Now the bonus level you actually have to unlock. I'm not going to tell you how, just in case you don't want to see spoilers on that. If you do want to know, just ask in the comments and I will tell you. Let's start with Arena 2. Now if you haven't played Time Rifters, I'll go over it very briefly here. You actually control each one of these guys separately, and as you play through, you'll see your previous playthrough playing, so you have to use each playthrough to help you destroy all the blocks. You do have your legend up here. The yellow things give you 10 and the white ones give you 1, which you need to actually upgrade your weapons. You do currently have 3 different weapons: a chain attack, which is a lightning gun, a pistol, and a shotgun type gun. Each player has different upgrades. Well, they're the same upgrades, but each player unlocks different ones. As you can see with my player 1 guy here, I've only unlocked the pistol upgrades. I haven't unlocked any of the other weapons upgrades. And they do stay no matter how many times you play the level. You keep your upgrades so you can actually keep getting points. Once you do get the gold coins, you cannot get them again. So you can't abuse the system and just get a bunch of points really easily. I'll explain that more a little bit later. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to buy an upgrade. I'm saving my money for one of the other guys' upgrades. Now, as you start out, the first player, you want to... There's a lot of strategy involved in this. And you want to set it up to where you're shooting in different areas for each playthrough. And you definitely want to collect the coins. Now I have breakthrough blocks upgraded and acidic blocks, so it's best to shoot from an angle here. And you see the white ones. The white ones are ones that I've already picked up, as I said, and the gold ones are ones that I missed before. Since I am pretty well upgraded almost all the way with this, it's a little bit easy, but that's why there is the reset progression mode, so that once you unlock everything, it's probably going to be really easy, so that way you can reset your progression and unlock new things. Alright, here we are, player 2. As you can see here I am as player 1 running around. Once you walk out the door, they will sync up together and all happen at once. But anyway, I'm also using the pistol on this guy. I wish I wouldn't have, so I am going to have to reset progression at some point. Now once you start, as I said, both guys are going to come out. As you can see, here I am before shooting over there. So on this guy, I'm going to come to this side. Try to hit as many of these blocks as I can. Now one thing, you can't shoot while you're jumping. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that way, or if it's because I'm using the PS3 controller and you can't press that many buttons at once. But it would be nice to be able to actually jump and shoot. Something I didn't go over, I forgot. You can actually look around. This is your gold amount. Here's your frames per second, which, as you can see, this game runs really well. I'm at 215. The HUD actually changes depending on which way you rotate the mouse or the joystick. So it's always in front of you, which is really cool. Now this guy is my chain lightning guy. Has the chain lightning gun. I'm gonna actually go ahead and upgrade this just to show you guys the upgrades. Now I've got a shitload of arcs when I shoot. Now if you can remember which ones you miss on your next playthrough, you can actually hit them. As you can see your crosshairs for each guy. The chain lightning gun really works really well because it spreads to the other ones, but it doesn't do much damage to a single block. So if you're trying to take out the white ones, it doesn't do much damage to them. So you can't just use all chain lightning guns. Alright, now we're with my fourth guy that has the shotgun. Got him almost all the way upgraded. Like I said, each weapon has different upgrades. The acidic shot is really badass, and being able to shoot through objects really works well. Now this guy's just going to get destroyed. Before we check out the boss level, I am going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you this one. This one's really cool. If the video don't get too long, I will show this one too. I actually like them all, but this one you're actually moving. The movement's really subtle. I don't think you would have to worry about VR sickness. But as you can see, you're actually moving around, and you can actually come up on the walls here. I really like how it slows down at the end of the level, so it isn't just teleporting you back here and kind of jerking you out of VR. The chain gun kind of sticks to objects when you're shooting. I did notice a small problem when fighting the boss. I'll show you guys when I get to that. Let's go ahead and check out Arena 3. This one's really cool. The atmosphere in this one is really has that creepy feel, which is really cool. And it's a nice change from the other mechanical kind of feel. freaking destroying this spider box thing. The effects when shooting stuff and the little sparks and stuff raining down looks really cool in the Rift. Stuff like that, like I've said so many times before, really helps with adding the 3D effect. It really gives you that sense of 3D. Alright, so I went ahead and left out Arena 1 because it's very similar to the demo version for the VR Jam. There is a couple little different things, and it is a really good level. But just for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and leave that one out, and we're just going to go ahead and go straight to the boss here. This one you don't collect coins on. I really like this one because I'm standing on this thing and it unlocks this bridge here so that your other playthroughs can actually get over there. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to this one so my third playthrough can get on that side. Like, you can see his damage here. I'm not doing that much damage. Simply because you need your other guys to unlock him, which you'll see here in just a second. Alright, so here's my other guy. He's going to run straight over here. And so am I. Now this opens him up so you can actually hit the core, which does a lot more damage, as you can see here on the left. Now this is something I was talking about. You can't use the chain lightning gun, or I guess you could, but it doesn't do a lot of damage to single targets. It's more for multiple targets, so it's pretty weak on this boss. Oh, we need to get over here before he moves. Go ahead and unlock this one. Now so here's what I was talking about, where it kind of sticks to objects so that you can't actually look around when they're in the way. It does help when shooting multiple objects, but it's kind of bad whenever you're actually shooting the boss there. Alright, unfortunately I actually fell off this side there, which kind of sucks because I wasn't able to blow up the boss. But I have already beat him, so it's not that big of a deal. One last thing I forgot to mention was actually the start menu, which I thought was done really well. It is 3D and looks really cool. You can actually retry the arena, go back to main menu, or just go ahead and exit the game completely, which what we're going to do right now, guys. Alright guys, so that was Time Rifters. I was extremely impressed on all the updates and the added content. You can tell they really spent a lot of time and effort thinking of new things to add. This is definitely worth giving them a thumbs up on GreenLight. So I will leave a link for that below for you guys to go ahead and do that. I will also leave links below for their download for this. It's actually on the GreenLight page for you guys to download. I think it's about a 200 megabyte file, not very big. With having the 5 different arenas and then the boss level, and going back to be able to replay it over and over again is really cool, and then eventually resetting your progress so that you can try new strategies, I thought was a really cool idea. One thing I would like to see is the ability to sell back upgrades, just in case, like I had started with 2 pistols, my first playthroughs were pistols. I would have liked to have been able to sell the upgrades I did on the second guy and use the shotgun instead of having to reset progress on all of my things. So that would be a cool little update if they did add that. I really enjoyed the main menu a lot. It's very interactive, and it's not just a flat menu in front of you or just a little mini 3D menu. You can actually walk around as you've seen, and the option menu is really intuitive. I really enjoyed everything about this game, so I definitely recommend it to everyone, even people that don't have the Rift, like I said. So go ahead and click the link below and download it and give them a thumbs up on Steam GreenLight so they can get this on Steam and get some more updates out. If you have any comments, questions, or requests, please post them below. If you like this video and would like to see more videos, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys.